Herbal medicine, the wise woman way, is people's medicine. It helps us stay healthy. It is cost effective. It helps us feel self reliant, and that makes us feel healthier. And it brings us more in touch with nature. Yes, indeed. Do you know they have actually decided that there is a disease that is called being out of touch with nature? It's rampant among children. We've become so frightened for the welfare of our children that we don't let our children go outside barefoot or run around and contact nature. When you start doing herbal medicine the wise woman way, you may first go to a store and buy all of your remedies, and that's absolutely fine. I certainly buy a lot of things too. It would take me and all of my apprentices every single waking moment to harvest enough herb to make the nourishing herbal infusions that we drink. So we buy most of that herb already done. But we know in the backs of our minds that if something were to happen and we couldn't go to the store and buy those remedies or those herbs, that we could get them ourselves. We are in touch with nature, and that is all of nature, that is Mother Earth, but it's also our own nature, that we get more in touch with our own nature, which is part of the greater nature, that we see ourselves as not being isolated from the animals or isolated from the plants. Plants and animals no longer simply become something that shows up in a grocery store or on a television or movie screen, but they become real living things. One of the assignments that I give my apprentices is to spend 10 minutes each day sitting quietly in nature and breathing. Seems like a pretty simple assignment, but it has the ability to change our lives. For every breath that we take is a gift to us from the plants. The oxygen that is the breath of life for me was made by the green plants. When I sit quietly for 10 minutes in nature, breathing and being aware of my breathing, then I am thankful for what I am given from the plants. And I know that what I breathe out is the breath of life for the plants. It's a giveaway dance. Every breath, I breathe what the plants give me, and the plants breathe what I give them. We are reconnected to nature through wise woman herbal medicine and deeply reconnected to the source of stability, the source of trust, the source of nourishment. We spring from the earth. We return in some way to the earth when our lives are done. And no matter how computer oriented, no matter what penthouse we live in, no matter what concrete jungle there is around us, when we're drinking our nourishing herbal infusions and finding those wild plants to put in our salads, we are reconnecting with nature. I had a class in Amsterdam one February, and I asked my class to spend their lunch break going around by foot and looking for plants. They thought the American was a little crazy. I mean, it gets cold in Holland in the winter. She's sending us out in the middle of the winter to look for plants in the city, no less. That class was able to bring back in 1 hour's time over 30 edible and medicinal plants that they found growing in planters on the sidewalks of Amsterdam, in vacant lots in the city of Amsterdam, literally growing up through the cracks in the sidewalk. Thrilling moments in my life are not just the kind of thrilling moments that we all have, but they're also thrilling moments where I meet interesting friends in strange places, like the really enormous burdock plant I found growing in Toronto, where a brick building meant a cement sidewalk. And right at that meeting point, this burdock, which was taller than I was emerging, reminding me that although it looked like pavement and buildings, there's real earth underneath it. One of my exciting moments was being in Costa Rica, in the big city there, San Juan, with the bustle and the people and the dust and everything going on. And I looked down at the street corner while I was waiting for the light to change, and there was my friend Plantain. Not the banana, but the big leaf plant that's so useful for healing any kind of small wound that we might have. Someone sent me a beautiful book called Weeds of Australia. I wasn't at all surprised to open it up and find the very same weeds that are growing in my garden. Herbal medicine, the wise woman way, reconnects us to nature. We may think we're just connecting to the little bit of nature that's right there with us. We may think that breathing for 10 minutes, sitting quietly, is not much to do. But as we do it, we begin to discover that we are linked to all the people, all the plants on this entire planet. Some people are a little concerned about the earth and think that the earth might need healing or the earth might need help. Certainly, we can agree that if human beings continue on the way we seem to be at this moment, we might make ourselves extinct. I'm far more concerned, in fact, for us humans than I am for the earth, because I see the earth as something that has already gone through a lot of changes. But we also do know that when people become more connected to nature, that they take better care of nature. They take better care of the planet. We all want to leave something beautiful and something useful for our children and grandchildren who follow us. Herbal medicine, the wise woman way, by connecting us to nature, ensures that we leave both utility and beauty for all of the generations that follow us. Herbal medicine, the wise woman way. Green blessings for everyone, now